Hey team, Jag here. In this video, we're going to talk about skill stacking. One of the best thing I've learned when I started my business journey. So let's look at it, what it is and how that works. Look, most of the time, we are told to work on one skill and we work on that one skill and we're trying to compete on that one skill. Unless you are Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods, they are exception to the rule, but I believe 99.99% people, this rule applies, which I'm going to talk about. So I'll give you my example. Most of my life, when I finished my university, I worked in technology industry, I worked in IT. So I had a really good skill set with IT. When I started my business, when I started marketing agency, one of the things which I always had that at the time was I always felt, I wish I started my journey in marketing rather than in IT. I felt I'm not doing justice to my business because each time I spoke to people, each time I wanted to have a conversation with people, a lot of people out there had more experience in marketing than I had. So I always felt inferior about that whenever I wanted to win clients or have a conversation with clients to create my authority. So that didn't work until I read this book called Skill Stacking by Stephen West, and that book changed everything. So here is how it works. So in life, we work on one skill and we kind of trying to compete on one skill, but that's not how it works. So many years, like for example, all of us from last many years since we finished the university, we kind of work on different things, right? We never stay on one thing. That's the way humans work, unless you are exception, right? So Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, they are exception to the rule, but most of us work on different things, right? So I started my career as an IT consultant, then moved to marketing, then moved to business. All that is different. So if I just want to compete with IT people, I just can't because I'm not an IT guy. If I want to compete with people in a marketing industry, I haven't had that many years of marketing, right? Compared to people spend 20, 30 years in marketing, right? So now if I stack skills on top of each other, I am the only few in this country or probably the world who have very specific skill type. So let's have a look. How does that work? So I started my career as an IT guy, one skill. IT guy become a marketer, really good skill set. Marketer became a business expert, right? Third skill set. I also speak in public, another skill set. I also meditate. That's another skill set. So if you put all these skill sets together, now stack them together, I'm one of the few unique people. Now it's really hard to compete if I want to compete with somebody in the world. So it's really hard or easy to become world's best at that, right? So instead of trying to become really good at one skill, try to put skills together. Here is how I would look at it. If your goal is there to get something, like for example, become a business owner, you need to understand there is a certain skills you need to have to become a really good business owner. So instead of trying to work on one skill, do a skill stacking on top of each other. And you'll see in next 1 year or 2 years, you will be one of the unique ones in that specific domain, because instead of competing on one, now you have stacked the skill set. All right, that's it for me. Hope this was useful and thank you. See you soon.